What do Yost and Jews like to do turn one? They like to summon Isna and then draw, then pass. It's the best play. They can also set traps that, hey, great, +1. Did you know that Pot of Greed is just a +1? That summoning Isna is literally Pot of Greed. Literally Pot of Greeded right now. Back to a kill. Into the Void, draw a card. He has to discard his entire hand during the end phase. It's a risky card. Drag down to the grave. Both players reveal their hands. And you discard from each, then you draw. Get discarded. Now, back in my dueling network days, it was so funny playing Dark World Dealings and Drag Down to the Grave. My foolish opponents, probably one of you in the chat, think that you have to choose at the same time or you have to discard at the same time. No, it's a turn-based game. The turn player has to resolve the effects first. What the hell are you thinking? Card advance. Looking at the top 5 cards of the deck, putting them back in any order. How will this work? He's just going to draw. Okay. If you put a launcher or an Archfiend on the top of your deck, you're going to have big plays next turn. I'd say the biggest downside to Yost and Jew is they're not going to have a real good way to wrap up the duel in one turn. But as I say that, he probably will. If he summons 3 Yost and Jews, then he could win in one turn. Comma 2. Comma 3. Wait, where's the Isna? Oh, what the heck? Isna in the grave. Comma 3 activating to search the deck for a Sword Sting. No main phase 2 to set. Swinging for 1,500. Get ready for the top deck. The top deck is coming. What is coming? I'm coming. Who's coming? Launcher or Archfiend is coming. The Archfiend is here. Special summon. Search your deck for any Infernity card. You have not performed your normal summon. Get ready for a big turn. Let's go, let's go. My thoughts on Triple D will be after the event, my friend.
When my hand is empty, I can use my launcher's extra effect.
The extra effect of launcher. Well, you could have used MST to stop it, but you used up all your MSTs. Did not save MST for launcher. Will that be a mistake? What did we MST?
Come out.
We MST'd a Book of Moon and a Barrier. Maybe just as good. Drawing with Charge Warrior into another launcher.
When my hand is empty, I can use my launcher's extra effect.
Launcher gets sending, summoning the Beetle and the Archfiend onto the field. Again, searching. This was back in the day of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where nothing really had a hard once per turn. I don't think there was any hard once per turn effects back in the day. But because of this, Konami had to figure it out and start putting hard once per turns. I think the Archfiend it's got to be over 10 years old. How old is this card? It's like a 15-year-old card.
I'll play this. I synchro summon a monster.
Bluff set? We don't know. It could be a Drowning Mirror Force. $10 in Rally Coin. Congratulations.
I activate my monster's effect.
Carl Dragon drawing a card. Activating the other launcher. How is this still going? How is it still going? Beetle and Archfiend again. Does he have a play around drowning, though? Carl Dragon could have discarded to destroy that set card. He's got Infernity Break now, but it's not activatable this turn. What is the play?
I synchro summon a monster.
Dragon Ruler and Mermail was the beginning of hard once per turn effects. And I believe that is at least a year after the Infernity cards.
I can use my launcher's extra effect. Come out.
Launcher get launching, launching the Archfiend back on the field, grabbing an Archfiend.
I activate my
Bryonic discarding to return that set card back to the hand. Now, back in my day, Bryonic was not a hard once per turn. You could do it as many times as you want. You could activate it. Discard one, return. Discard one, return. The Kiteroid stopping 6,000 damage from the Animaru, going in for 1,800, ending the turn, back to Zaga Zaga. We know he has Infernity Break. He will be able to destroy anything on the field. Comma 2 activating, Comma 3 activating. Comma 2 is here. Both Comma 2s can attack directly for 1,800 damage. He does not have lethal. He's off by 100. He can't even threaten lethal, which means he's not forcing the activation of the Infernity Break. So what is he now thinking? Should I exceed? What is the play? Does he make a Diamond Direwolf? Pop a card in the fields? I don't know what he could do. Number 70, which one's that? That is the Malevolent Sin.
I flip over my trap pod.
Infernity Break gonna break the Malevolent Sin right away. Swinging for 900 damage. Wow, no hand traps. And we know that Brionica will be able to discard or return one of those cards. It's a 50-50. What card are you returning? Return the correct one. Ooh, if it did not activate, I think he hit the right card, right? Unless that's a drowning. Unless that's a drowning. That's not a drowning.
Now's my chance.
Sword Sting. Isn't that still lethal? You can only return one monster back. Oh no. 1,800. 23 lethal, a kill. Advancing to the top 16. Knocking out Yosenju.
You win.
YouTube, we are in the grand finals. It is coming up. Get ready of the Meta Weekly every single week, bro. You could join the fun by clicking join on YouTube, then clicking on discord.gg/duel links meta. You're going to be greeted by 66,000 plus members. Accept your invite. Then, once you're in, click on user setting, click on connections, click on, whoa, Facebook and Battle.net. That's new. Click on YouTube, and then you'll be connected to the Discord. In the Discord, you could see all the events that we provide that you could join. You got questions, we got help. Look at that. A lot of you are asking me, what do I use my ranked tickets on that suck? Well, you could use it on these sucky cards. You want help with your deck or replays? We got you. You want data mine leaks? We got you. You want spicy win streaks with decks that are not top tier? We got you. Look at all of this. I just saw Yugioh with the 5 win streak. Not even possible, but they did it. Now, let's hop into the grand finals.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Alrighty. The viewers are voting on who they think will win this epic Harpie versus Harpie matchup. If you're watching live on Twitch, you can vote with your star chips you get from just watching the stream.
Here I go.
Let's go. Here we go. Both Harpie Hunting Grounds will be activating. Yes. Let me put the in-game sound. Double Harpie Hunting Ground poppage. Wiping out both. Channeler discarding to summon a Perfumer. Perfumer will add a Harpie spell from the deck to the hand. Then with these 2 Harpies in the field, we could perform the ultimate Harpie Synchro Summon. First, we're going to Elegant. He gets to summon another Harpie on the field. Maybe we want to use that Harpie for the Synchro Summon.
Swoop in, Harpie lady.
We are swooping in. In we swoop. We are now Synchro Shokaning, leaving the Channeler face up, so next turn it could activate. If it's not dealt with, it will discard a Harpie to summon a Harpie from the deck. The Patriarch, we're actually Exceed summoning instead of Synchroing. The Patriarch will prevent the opponent from having a monster on the field that already has the same name. Did that make sense? Well, we have Harpie Lady on our side of the field, and all Harpies that the opposing player will summon are going to be Harpie Ladies also. So the Patriarch will activate, which was not able to because of Book of Moon, onto your own Harpie. Then your opponent can't summon Harpies. So the big counter got countered by Book of Moon. Let's go.
I summon a monster in a
Book it.
position. My
Now, I think the goal of Nazim will be to summon his own Patriarch because it's a hard counter. Even though it's a Harpie Perfumer on the field, it becomes a Harpie Lady. Elegant Egotist, what's great about this card is normally all you have to do is disrupt the Harpie summon so they can't use it because it requires a Harpie Lady on the field to activate. But if your opponent has a Harpie Lady on the field, it counts for your Elegant Egotist, making you much less susceptible to disruption from the opposing Harpie player. We have no links to the thing.
Counting on you, darling. I synchro summon a monster.
Synchro Shokan. Shokan into Cyber Slash Harpie. On the activation of a spell or trap, it could return any monster of the field back to the hand. What's that back row? The back row is not being activated. Now, what's interesting here is he played around the Patriarch by having only one Harpie Lady on the field, but if Yusef summons a Harpie Lady, he could use the Patriarch onto his Harpie Lady. Then the Cyber Slash Harpie must go to the grave. To the grave you go. Up, up, up we go. Do we have a Book of Moon? Booking? We setting. End phase. Not looking good. Now, the one downside of the Cyber Slash Harpie, I don't know if you saw me spit some protein shake at you. It cannot be activated in the damage step. So what you do is if you Forbidden Lance in the damage step, then you are good. No Cyber Slash Harpie, reduce it by 800. Fiendish Chain, locking up and negating the Patriarch, but we're going to chain link to the Cyber Slash Harpie to return the Patriarch, but you negate me, I negate you. Negate, negate, negate. We're both negated.
End my turn. Feeling nervous?
Now, what could that back row card be to free him from being negated? Maybe a Lance. If he had Lance, he probably would have attacked, though, and not set it. What do you think? Fiendish Chain is becoming very popular due to the prevalence of Bloom Diva, which cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, so you gotta negate it. Yeah, they're freaking playing the Treacherous Trap Hole semi-limited alongside the Elegant Egotist. They're just playing one Egotist, one Treacherous. Some are not playing Treacherous, though. Perfumer, activating to add a Feather Rest to the hand from the deck. We could return 3 Harpies in the graveyard back in the deck to then draw 2. But there's only 2 Harpies. Book of Moon onto the Cyber Slash Harpie, flipping it back up. It's no longer locked up and chained by the Fiendish Chain. It's now a Harpie Lady.
Ready to battle?
Cannot activate the Feather Rest, so going straight to battle. Going in onto the Patriarch. Is this it? He's going to flip up a Lance in the damage step. Holy moly. Any back row activation will trigger the Cyber Slash to return the Patriarch back to the hand, so he does not want to flip up back row for no reason. 1,400 now. It's not lethal, but it could very easily become lethal with the Swallowed Nest. We could swallow up the Harpie to summon a Harpie from the deck. They play 3 of that card, and it was not activated. We're good.
My turn. I draw.
Yusef. I can activate a Feather Rest because I have 3 Harpies in the graveyard. Return 3 back in the deck. Draw 1. Jeez, y'all are really spamming this notification, aren't you? You two, don't worry about that. Harpie Oracle activating to add a Harpie spell in the graveyard back to the hand during the end phase. We're going to Swallow Nest, swallow up the Oracle. It's a cost of tribute, so the Cyber Slash Harpie cannot return it back to the hand. Perfumer activates. Adding an Elegant Egotist from the deck to the hand. We are going to Elegant Egotist, but now the Cyber Slash Harpie can return the Perfumer back to the hand. What are you doing? You probably just don't really have many plays anyway. Is this the end for game 1? No, it is not. We are swallowing up the Harpie that he is attempting to return back to the hand. Tricking him into activating Cyber Slash Harpie. Can we go that far to say that? We're now going to have double Harpie on the fields. We could make a Cyber Slash ourselves, or we could make the Patriarch. What do you think? What will he do? The Patriarch or his own Cyber Slash Harpie? Wait, you don't play another Patriarch? Patriarch would have destroyed Cyber / Harpie. What?
Let's battle.
Oh, shoot. Do they not have room for more than one Patriarch? Uh-oh. According to the Duel Links meta stats, 96% only play one Patriarch.
Your move. Feeling
1% play two.
my turn.
1%. You need it to be the 1%.
Harpist.
Harpie Harpist activating.
Ready to
So I didn't even know Harpie Harpist does that. What the heck just happened? When this card is summoned, you can target one wing beast you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. I have never seen that effect activation.
duel.
What just happened? Holy moly. What the...
It's my turn. I set a card.
Can we turn one, make a Patriarch?
I end my turn. It's my
Whoa, triple back row, no monster.
I need your help.
And what happened to my? My dipped out. You say got tagged in. We are tag dueling, mate. You could side deck in a character with a different skill, but it does count as one of your side deck cards.
I activate my
Tie that binds is the reason to side out your... What the heck? If your opponent activates a card with the same name as a card in their graveyard, negate and destroy. While Channeler and Perfumer are clearly different cards, but they're Harpie Lady while in the field or in the grave, so they are the same card. What? I could not believe that. Showdown of the Secret Sense Scroll Technique. What? Let's go. Big brain.
A duelist's job is to give life to their
Tie that binds, boost up the field by plus 100.
I'm not scared to attack.
Is that card expensive to get? Is that a free-to-play card? I think it's a super rare from a box. 1,500, you all probably want to know, right? The Secret Scroll? Secret Sense?
I know what to do.
It's a rare. It's free-to-play. It's from Abyss Encounters. What's in that box? A bunch of trash, but you got the counter card. Let's go. Oracle activating to add back a Harpie spell in the graveyard back to the hand during the end phase.
From my hand.
Swallow it up. Swallow up the Oracle. Come forth. Yes.
Need your help. I
Yes.
summon a monster.
Into Perfumer. Perfumer will activate to grab a Harpie spell from the deck. Do we have another Secret Sense of the Scroll Technique to negate? No, we do not.
Okay.
Elegant Egotist.
Monster.
Activating to summon Harpie Lady 1 from the deck, boosting up the field of all wind monsters by a little boost. Little boost, 300. We can exceed, we could synchro, but there are two back row cards we are very much fearful for. And if you exceed or synchro, you can no longer swallow nest up your monsters. Great, that's what Tie the Binds allows you to do. It allows you to not have to commit. You don't have to commit to your extra deck. You could just keep your regular monsters. Just go beatdown mode, boost up.
Try that.
Book of Moon, instead of Book of Mooning one synchro or exceed, keep both your monsters and boost them. We're booking the Harpie Lady 1. We're still big enough to swing over the Channeler with the Perfumer. Take this. Double book? That was like $140 on a single turn. Jeez. Get flipping. Oracle grabbing an Elegant Egotist in the graveyard to the hand during the end phase, which is activatable if your opponent controls a Harpie. Normally, you have to have the Harpie Lady.
From my hand.
Ooh, we are Elegant Egotisting into two back row, two set monster. Any of those back rows could disrupt this. A Treacherous Trap Hole? Anyone? No Treacherous? Wow. No Treacherous Trap Hole. We're going to wipe out the field of monsters, or at least attempt to do so. What would be a very good card right now would be a Wall of D, but Wall of D is not very popular. It would perma-reduce the entire field of monsters by 1,600. What is popular, though, that you should expect are, as a trap that is, these cards. Or, yeah, Book of Moon. Even quick play cards. Holy book. You flip me, I flip you. Double Book of Moon. That's 4 freaking Book of Moons within 2 turns. Double flip. 1 back row set. Do you have any traps in the graveyard? You cannot use Treacherous if you have it. Tie that binds. Wow. The best way to play Harpies in the mirror match is to not touch your extra deck. Insane. We are going in. Fiendish Chain is going to negate, prevent the attack, and negate a monster's effect. I love how we are in 2021 and we are essentially doing normal Harpie beatdown. No special effects, no exceeding, no boss monsters, just my monster is bigger than yours, I attack over. Axe Raider would be so proud right now. 17? These monsters are literally worse than Axe Raider. They would benefit more from side decking in Axe Raider, and that is the 3rd Book of Moon. Get flippin'. Book of Moon back in my day was an enemy controller, which would be doing the same thing here. It puts the monster in defense. It going face down has no relevance nor impact on this duel so far. Oh, now we are exceeding. Now that there are no back row cards to fear for, we are just going to commit. Committing to a Malevolent Sin. Malevolent Sin will temporarily banish that monster, and by temporary, that means you don't do that unless you have lethal damage, which that's not lethal, but with Tie That Binds, it does become lethal. Holy moly. 1,600. 2,600.
I attack you directly.
Lethal. You are the champion.
And your cards led you to this victory. The power of my bond over yours was
Wow.
the determining factor.
Meta Weekly. Top deck list. Harpies are still the best deck. Konami. Gotta nerf the Harpies. Chat and also YouTube. What is the most reasonable nerf for Harpies? Just let it all out. Konami says they use my YouTube and Twitch for feedback. I'm extending it to you. Give them the feedback that they need to nerf Harpies. Because they also want to know how receptive are you going to be to their nerf. Because they always have the option to slaughter a deck or slightly tap it. They want to know, what would you be okay with? Starting off with second place, nothing too interesting or crazy. We have Fiendish Chain. Okay, Fiendish Chain, very nice. Non-fusion area to prevent the fusion summoning of the Melodious. The showdown of the Secret Sense scroll techniques to use against Harpies. Great. Moving on. First place, Nazim. And did I shout him out? Yusef X, thank you. Good job. Top 2. Nazim, first place champion. I like Hysteric Party a lot. Very nice. Triple Book of Money. Guest EU with Shurnui. The Endless Trap House skill has been nerfed, but we don't care. We are using the deck with D-Draw. Deck still works. Also, Floodgate to 3. Play 1 Floodgate. Why not? All right, thanks a lot for reviving Shurnui again. Delata. This deck is optimally built. Every Blue Eyes deck looks the same besides about 2 cards. It's like 2 cards off every Blue Eyes deck. Thunder Dragon fell off the tier list, but 2-0 is playing it. We have Water, Exceed. We don't really have a way to deal with the Bloom Diva besides flipping it face down then popping it with a Marksman. Well, we actually have Brionic now. Brionic, being made with the Deep Sea Diva plus level 4 monster, will return the Bloom Diva back to the extra. More Harpies, triple Hysteric Party, I like that. Ooh. Mispolymerization. Activate when a fusion monster special summons, so on the summon of the Bloom Diva, return all face-up fusions to the respective extra decks. What's crazy about this is if they fusion summon alongside a fusion they already have, All of the fusions go back. All of them. Get rid of them. And then defusion and deal with just one fusion. Harpie embraced with the hysteric sign. Mihawk with Oasis. Oasis in Gaia? What is up with that? We have Raymond R with Magnets, not playing the Oasis. Alrighty. Zaga Zaga, Yosenju, no pendulums. Fortunately, pendulums are no good right now. Trap the Harpies. Refresh with the Melodious, double Necrofusion, double Skill Prisoner, 1 breakthrough skill. A lot of good cards to help you against the Cyber Slash Harpie, especially the Skill Prisoner. Water Exceed, nothing crazy. 2 Necro Valley though. Neo Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the Advanced Dragon being searched for with the Melody. Non-targeting Destruction. Crazy. Levy Sand, nothing too crazy. We got Chalice. Blue Eyes with the Oasis. Why Oasis? Because Oasis could summon your Ancients from the grave. Oasis could summon your Synchros from the grave. Oasis is pretty good. Oasis could summon your alternative White Dragon from the grave in defense. Gotta zoom out far to get this large deck on screen. There you go. Thunder Dragon if you want to play Thunder Dragon. Moving on. More Oasis. We're jumping on the Oasis train. Okay. I dig it. Deep Eyes. TG. Tuner level balancer is the new way to play TG. Interesting. Increase or decrease the level of the TG by 2 until the end of the turn. Bahu with the Harpies. Jelly Cannon. Declare an attack, target a monster on the field, shuffle it back in the deck. Shuffle the Bloom Diva back in the deck. Ooh. This is a deck. I am 100% copying this deck. Zeet Steez with the Gaia. All right. More Gaia. Nothing too crazy or interesting here. Another. Wow. Moving on. We have Magnets with no Oasis. They're playing Powerful Rebirth. Then we have Melodious Skilla. Melodious with the Necrofusion, with the Skill Prisoner. Harpies. Thick Lodius. That's thick. Raw. Nice. Triple Oasis. Triple Oasis Magnets. All right, good job, Francisco. Well done. And that is the full top 32, full breakdown. 2 Infernities joined the event. 2 Infernities tops the event. That's the biggest surprise. Freaking Infernity. Let's go.